Hi, it's Mrs. Stitches, or Sheila, and it is December 24th, 2022. This is Flossmas, day 24, the final one. I made it. So, we do have a windstorm. You might hear it in the background, you might not. I took a tiny video last night of the wind, and I'm going to either include it at the very start or I'll put it in here. It's dark and it was me trying to get to sleep, and I thought, I wonder what this will be like on video, this sound of the wind. So it is barely snowing. It's blowing so much that the snow really just blows away, so you have to look really hard to see the snowflakes. We did not lose power. We do have our bathtub filled with water. The power would go off for maybe a second and then back on. It did it about 5 times last night, but we did not lose power yet. So still not fully out of the woods. It is still windy. The wind has changed direction just in the last hour. So it was a south east wind, and now it's swinging around a bit to the west, or it was mostly south and it's swinging to the west. So not as bad as what I've seen other people have in other parts of the country or the continent. So let's show you the stitching. Well, let's see. So this is really day 23 stitching, so there's actually still 2 days left to go. But I think what will happen now is the rest will be seen on my floss tube, which I will do probably, like I said, around the 27th or 28th. So what did I do yesterday? I did that dark green in there, and there's a white that's in between. So that finishes off this band. So there's just one more band to go. And I did look and made sure that this was purposely not lining up. So there's supposed to be different bands. I think that's why they never connect. And my final colors, I think I messed up somewhere because it seemed like I was supposed to have 2 colors left and I had 3. So I've actually just pulled the 2 colors that I hadn't done were types of purple, a medium purple and a lighter purple, and then this one just happened to fall out of the pack, and so I thought, oh, that'll be good, that'll look nice. And then I think this one was one of the ones that's supposed to still happen. So each day coming up, there's 2 different colors. So I'm gonna just kind of randomly do those because that's just how I am. So, and my final after 8 is right here. It's a big door. I think all these advents are sort of the same. Aww, it's a big Santa. Okay, I'm gonna try one thing. Let's see if we can try it. There we go. There's my big Santa. I'm not gonna unwrap him. I don't know if he is mint filled inside or not, but there's my big Santa. Okay, so I promised you a story on the final day, and I'm going to give you a story. So this story is when I was in halfway through my year of grade 6. We were living in Seattle, and we moved to Vancouver Island. And we did it in the middle of the winter. So we did it right after school ended for Christmas break. I moved, or our family moved. And so we were moving at Christmas time. We arrived, I don't know, probably a week before Christmas or something like that. And our moving truck never arrived before Christmas. So I think it was all the way into New Year. We had nothing in the house. We were kind of sleeping on the floors with sleeping bags. We just had our suitcases closed. So I think we I don't know, we must have gone out and got a tree and somehow maybe put in a bucket or something. We made ornaments from stringing. I remember stringing the popcorn, getting some string and popping popcorn and stringing popcorn. We cut out, just made little garlands by cutting out rolls of paper and gluing it together, or using a paper towel roll, and decorated the tree just with some handmade ornaments. And interestingly enough, I think my aunt must have sent us Christmas presents right before we moved, and so we brought them with us in the car. And so that was the only presents we had. I think Mom and Dad's presents to us were all packed. They just assumed it was going to be moved. So all we had was presents from my aunt. And my present was a book. And it probably, because we had no TV, we had no radio, I don't even think, or I didn't care as a kid, I had this book and I read it from cover to cover. I still remember the title. It was like something like The Island of Blue Dolphins. And I thought, oh, I was just so engrossed in this book, and it was like, it birthed my love of reading, was that Christmas. Maybe it's just coincidence, maybe that's the age that you actually learn to love reading, but I just loved the simplicity of that whole Christmas. And I think that to me is truly probably the reason I don't like Christmas as much anymore, is all the commercialism. And that was not commercial at all. So that was just my little story. It wasn't very long, but it was very, very special. So I want to wish you all, no matter what type of Christmas you have, I hope that you all have a safe, warm, cozy, simple, loving, nice, memorable Christmas. See you around in a couple of days, 3 or 4 days. Take care, everybody. Bye. Merry Christmas.